Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking for the Missus. Today's video we're going to be making some chicken parmigiana, or as the common people know it as, just chicken parmesan. Simple ingredients go into making this dish, which tastes absolutely delicious. We've got some nice hard mozzarella cheese, 2 cloves of garlic diced, some fresh basil, some dried oregano, 1 whole chopped onion, some parmigiano-reggiano, some salt, 3 eggs, and I've got about a cup of tomato passata, or you can use chopped tomatoes. Then we've got some butterfly chicken breast, some flour and some seasoned breadcrumbs. Full list of ingredients is in the list down below guys in the description, so check them out. So the first thing we're going to start off with is our butterfly chicken. If you're not sure how to butterfly chicken, I'm now going to show you. Really simple. With your gloves on, which makes you look like a surgeon, literally all you do is just put a slice into the chicken about halfway down, and then it opens it out. That's officially butterflied. What some people do for this recipe is they will pound the meat out to make it ultra thin. That's your preference. I personally like to have the meat with a little bit of texture to it and a bit of body, so I don't bother banging mine out too thin. Here's the breadcrumbs. All I've got there is just some store-bought breadcrumbs with some salt and some oregano. My eggs are all washed, beaten up, and I've got my flour. So the production line starts now. All we're going to do is literally just put the chicken breast into the flour first, then into the egg wash, then into the breadcrumbs. And it's literally just a case of rinsing and repeating. So do that with all your chicken breasts until you end up with some nice breaded bread? I don't know, some chicken. So to a pan now, what we're going to do is going to fry these. So I've got about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there. We're just going to chuck in the chicken. We're going to brown these off. They're probably going to take about 2 to 3 minutes each side. Don't worry about cooking them all the way through because they're going to be finished off in the oven. After a few minutes, toss them over and you'll see that they've gone nice and brown. Remember what I always say guys, colour is flavour. So finish them off for about another 2 to 3 minutes. So the whole idea here is to just get the breadcrumbs nice and crispy. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Right then, onto the marinara sauce. So, tablespoon of olive oil into a pan. Get your onion, chuck it into the pan. Garlic. What you're going to do is just literally sweat these off for about 2 to 3 minutes until the onion starts to go opaque. You don't really want a crunchy onion. Now what I do, because I'm using dried oregano, I like to add it to the frying process. I think that releases all the flavours from it then. If you put it in the sauce at the end, it's just not quite as intense. Oh, the aromas coming from this is beautiful. So now what you're going to do is just chuck in your tomato passata. We're going to want to cook this down for about 10-15 minutes just so that it thickens it up. Whenever you're using tinned tomatoes, chopped tomatoes or tomato passata, you get a completely different flavour from them when you cook them. So, in with a handful of fresh basil. I've cut my basil so that it's in ribbons, so that it's quite chunky in there. Just if you're eating this on a date, just be careful not to smile because you'll end up with bits of basil in between your teeth. So simmer that down for about 10 to 15 minutes. The only thing I'm going to add to that now is just a little season of salt. And then we let that bubble away. Stir, stir, stir. This sauce is delicious. I love it. So once we've got the sauce all cooked off, what we're going to do now is we've got to assemble the dish. So in a nice deep dish, just put a little tiny layer of your tomato marinara sauce on the bottom. Follow that by your chicken breasts. Lay it down. It doesn't matter if they overlap a little bit. And this is where the chicken parmigiana bit comes in. Absolutely cover that in parmesan cheese. Finish that off the top with the rest of your sauce. Now what I like to do is give it a little shaky shake just to evenly distribute the sauce all over the dish. So then what we're going to do now is just chuck on our mozzarella cheese. Put it all over the top because you want a nice layer of melted cheese on this. Oh, delicious. Follow that off now by some more parmigiano-reggiano or parmesan cheese. Now what we're going to do is just chuck that into the oven. It's going to take about probably 30 minutes at 180 degrees C, just so that the cheese goes nice and gnarly on top. And there we have it guys, a chicken parmesan. Serve this up with some nice spaghetti and you won't regret it. Thank you very much for watching this video guys. If you do enjoy it, please don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching guys.